Before construction of the composite plug, there are two different sized foam blocks to select from, a rectangular block and a squared block. There are several requirements of the plug. It must have sufficient draft angles on all four sides. It must have organic shapes and no sharp corners, and no undercut. Once the foam block has been selected, it must be secured to the table before it can be formed. Grab two wooden blocks located near the middle of the PET lab. Clamps are located near the entrance. The next step is to place the foam block near the edge of the table. Then place the wooden blocks on top and secure them with the clamps. To create the draft angles on the sides of the block, use a protractor to mark the desired angles. The handsaw is located near all the plastic tools. Firmly grip the handsaw with two hands and begin sawing at an angle to create the drafts. Use a vacuum to clean up the dust. The next step is to form the foam block. There are several tools that can be used. Forming should be done near the sanding station. Remove the wooden board and open the blast gates. It is recommended to wear dust mask while sanding. Remember to turn on the ventilation system. This is one of the tools that can be used to form the block. Remember to clamp down the foam part before forming. This demonstration is to show how to properly use the forming tool. This tool is used to remove a lot of material from the foam block and is located near all the plastic tools. This demonstration shows how to properly hold the tool to remove the most material. Using different tools, complex shapes can be achieved. Sandpaper with various levels of grit can be used to smooth the surface of the foam block. It is recommended to use a foam pad when sanding to provide a smooth surface. When sanding is complete, put used sandpaper into the used sandpaper box. Files can be used to provide contours on the surface. All tools should be returned to its original place.
The next step is to bond the polyurethane foam to the wood base. The scale you will be using can be found in the composites lab. Bring your own tin can, as school does not provide one. Place the tin can on the scale and hit tare. This way you avoid error in measuring the polyester resin. These are two of your three ingredients. the B&J General Purpose Polyester, and the MEKP. Label your can with date, name, and whatever is inside. First, weigh out 100 grams of the polyester resin. Next, add the MEKP. It will be 1.5% of the polyester resin, in this case 1.5 grams. Stir the mixture for 2 minutes. The final ingredient will be the fume silica. Be sure to wear a dust mask to make sure you don't breathe any in. Add and stir silica until you achieve a peanut butter-like consistency. When the consistency is ready, you are now ready to spread it on your wood base. Use the glue stick to spread it evenly. Once the entire area is covered, you are now ready to place the foam on. Press firmly and let it dry. The same mixture will be used to make the fillets. Again, use the glue stick to apply the mixture. Once you're done applying with a stick, you're going to grab a Bondo ball and dip it in acetone to make sure there are no contaminants. Also, to make sure that the resin does not stick to the ball. You're going to push along the side to form the fillet instead of pull. Clean the Bondo ball with paper towel or a rag to make sure that resin does not dry. Lastly, you're going to want to remove the excess resin. Using a stir stick or your finger, slowly remove the excess resin. Be sure to double glove when using acetone. Repeat this process for all 4 sides, and your plug is ready to move on to gel coating.